Welcome to video of brief history of Hyundai Motor Company. How they starts. Hyundai Company. You may be quite the car enthusiast, but we're confident that you don't know a whole lot about South Korea's premier automotive brand, Hyundai. When you're finished reading of the company's history, we're confident you'll be happy opting for any of the brand's vehicles. The origins of the company date back to 1947, when Chung Ju-young, a South Korean entrepreneur, founded the Hyundai Engineering and Construction Company. 2 decades later, the Hyundai Motor Company was established, and the brand's first model, the Cortina, based off the United States version of the Ford Cortina, was released a year later. Masterminds of Hyundai. They soon hired George Turnbull, an automobile executive and former managing director of Austin Morris at British Leyland, from the United Kingdom, and Turnbull soon hired 5 trusted British engineers: Kenneth Barnett, body design; John Crostwold, chassis engineer; John Simpson and Edward Chapman, general engineers; and Peter Slater, chief development engineer. With that group in tow, by 1974, Hyundai was able to produce their own vehicle in time for the 1975 model year. With style help from Ital design legend Giorgio Giugiaro and assistance on powertrain technology from Japan's Mitsubishi Motors, the brand unveiled Korea's first car, the Pony. The Pony was first shown at the Turin Motor Show in October of 1974, and it was released as a 4-door sedan in late 1975. Hyundai eventually offered a pickup, a state, and 3-door hatchback version. The vehicle originally featured a 1.2-liter 4-cylinder engine or a 1.4-liter engine, which delivered a top speed of 92 miles per hour and a 0 to 60 time of 15.3 seconds. Foreign sales of Hyundai the Pony was eventually exported to Canada, but due to emission standards in the United States, the vehicle never came over to America. Hyundai would eventually make its way over to the United States, as the brand released the Excel in 1986. With a $4,995 price tag, the car was named Best Product #10 feet by Fortune magazine. Furthermore, the 168,882 units sold was a record for a first-year import. The Excel evolved a bit through its 3 generations, but production eventually ended in 2000. Hyundai decided to start producing their own technology. Released in 1985, the Hyundai Sonata included a number of innovative features, like cruise control, headlamp washers, and power seats. Engineers also included a trip computer, a feature that was soon included in many of the brand's vehicles. Foreign sales of Hyundai the Pony was eventually exported to Canada, but due to emission standards in the United States, the vehicle never came over to America. Hyundai would eventually make its way over to the United States, as the brand released the Excel in 1986. With a $4,995 price tag, the car was named Best Product #10 feet by Fortune magazine. Furthermore, the 168,882 units sold was a record for a first-year import. The Excel evolved a bit through its 3 generations, but production eventually ended in 2000. Hyundai decided to start producing their own technology. Released in 1985, the Hyundai Sonata included a number of innovative features, like cruise control, headlamp washers, and power seats. Engineers also included a trip computer, a feature that was soon included in many of the brand's vehicles. The company's next step was to produce their own engine, and the brand ultimately released their first motor in 1993 with the Hyundai Scout. The original 4-cylinder, 1.3-liter engine pumped out 71 horsepower and 81 pounds-feet of torque. The brand also succeeded in creating their own transmission, meaning the company now had the ability to produce a vehicle composed solely of Hyundai parts. The South Korean company wanted to establish Hyundai as a brand that was recognized around the world. In 1990, the company opened the Hyundai Design Center in Fountain Valley, California, and they later moved to a $30 million facility in Irvine, California in 2003. In an attempt to revamp their public perception, founder Chung Ju-young gave up leadership powers of Hyundai Motors to his son. Sponsorship and winning moments of Hyundai. To further represent their brand to a worldwide audience, Hyundai became one of the official sponsors of the FIFA World Cup. After having acquired rival Kia Motors in 1998, The company's $57.2 billion sales in South Korea made it the country's second-largest corporation. Furthermore, the 4.05 million cars sold worldwide in 2011 ranked fourth in the industry, behind General Motors, Volkswagen, and Toyota. The company also made some waves in the motorsports circuit, eventually earning a top 10 finish at the 2000 Swedish Rally with the Accent WRC. The brand continually finished in the top 5 for their subsequent races, but they were unable to secure an overall victory, leading to Hyundai withdrawing from the events. Controversies. In 2012, the Environmental Protection Agency learned that 35% of Hyundai and Kia's vehicles from 2011 to 2013 had inflated fuel economy numbers. Some of the specs had as much as a 6 mile per gallon discrepancy, leading the company to issue reimbursements for the respective vehicles. The brand also ran into issues in Brazil, where consumers claimed that the Hyundai Veloster's engine wasn't nearly as impressive as advertised. Conclusion. Luckily, the company has persevered, and both Hyundai and Kia have established themselves as some of the world's premier automotive brands. It's impressive that the company's engineers have continually looked to produce their own transmission, engine and body design, and the brand is no longer required to borrow parts from other companies.